Forget the loss to Green Bay for a second. The Bears are getting healthier. The national media is flipping, and this next stretch can change everything. My name is Claus. This is Claus Up, Bear Down, where we lock into all things Chicago Bears football. Thanks for joining the show. Lot to get into with the Bears News Week this week. Go ahead and hit that like button if you think that Caleb Williams is going to out-duel Shedeur Sanders this weekend. Going to be a fun matchup at quarterback. The biggest question of the week is, how are the Bears going to stop Myles Garrett? We watched the Bears go against Michael Parsons this past weekend in the Packers. It was a game where Michael wasn't able to get any sacks, but he was affecting the game left and right over and over and over again. And he was causing a lot of chaos in the backfield for Caleb Williams. And Caleb Williams run all over the place. Could Ozzy Trapilo be the difference maker in this game? Last game, he was able to have 0 pressures, 0 sacks, and he had a passer block rating of 91.5. Myles Garrett really offers the Bears a very tough challenge. The offensive line, all 5 of them, Ozzy Trapilo included, are going to have to really work together as one unit to stop this one-man wrecking crew of Myles Garrett. I think that Ozzy Trapilo can be the answer at left tackle. It's great to see the second-round pick out there having great games. He's only going to get better with time as he feels more and more comfortable in the offensive scheme. Dan Rochar is going to have to cook up a really great game. Something they've been doing a lot is they've been having the center actually run back and get the edge rusher at times. So Dalman will go ahead and chip on a double team type position, circle around the back, and then pick up that edge rusher. So maybe that's a position that Dalman could be helping in as well. Trapilo is going to be the difference maker with handling Myles Garrett. And hopefully Myles Garrett doesn't get too many pressures going and doesn't cause too much chaos in the backfield against the Chicago Bears this weekend. There might be 2 game changers for the Chicago Bears walking back in the lineup this week, and no one is talking about right now. Odunze and Tyrique Stevenson are looking like they're trending to come back from injury this week. Thankfully, Stevenson's been out for a couple games, and that has caused some backups to have to play defensive back and corner. And now Odunze was only out 1 game, but he was seen punching a hole in a ceiling after the famous shirt off Ben Johnson celebration. The Bears need Odunze back. You can't be having a game where you have your number 1 receiver on the sideline with an ankle injury or heel injury, whatever it is. He needs to be back in the game, and to see them trending the right direction is going to be huge. The defensive backfield is finally going to be in a place where they all are playing together. Rough news is that Kyler Gordon was hurt in the pregame warm-up last week. Don't know if he's going to come back this season. It's a huge loss for the Bears if that's true. They're going to have to pick up the pieces. Tyrique coming back, Jalen Johnson being in there, Kevin Byard's having an all-pro season, Quan Brisker's having a good season. Getting more and more of this reinforcement back will be huge, even in this cold weather game. For the first time in years, the national media is flipping the script on the Chicago Bears, and they're actually speaking positively about them, not just negativity. All season long, at the beginning of the year, negative. Caleb Williams isn't figuring it out. He's too inaccurate. He can't play quarterback. They should put Tyson Bagent in. All that changed this week, and it came after a loss. Caleb Williams is finally getting national attention that's positive, as he rightfully should. That is QB1 for the Bears. That is QB1 in his draft class. That is QB1 of the future, and he's showing signs that he will be a top 5 quarterback for the Chicago Bears and in the NFL going forward. But really, it was Mike Greenberg of ESPN who had a great quote about Caleb Williams this week. And he said, Caleb Williams is going to be a superstar. Hasn't even scratched the surface. Makes as many as I can't believe what I just saw plays as any young QB in years. He has the right coach. They're going to be unstoppable. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are going to be unstoppable. Right now, Caleb Williams is finding ways to make great plays left and right when it matters the most. He had some insane throws last week, but he's only going to get better in time. Caleb Williams had a quote this week, too, talking about how he wants to have the ball in his hands just like MJ did. MJ said that you miss every shot you don't take. Caleb Williams is taking those shots, trying to put the ball in his hands and trying to get that ball to Cole Kmet. Didn't turn out in his favor this time, but it has 5 other times this season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times this season when he has had comeback victories. Obviously, we want the Packers one, but he didn't get it. Now he has the opportunity to do it again. But just like Michael Jordan, Caleb Williams, in the beginning of the career, is flashing the athletic ability, and he has to learn how to play quarterback in a different way. Michael Jordan was the same thing. He could jump through a roof. But it took him a long time, a couple years, couple seasons before he became the true scorer that we all know and remember him for. Could Caleb Williams and Michael Jordan be on the same type of path? Probably, hopefully. We'd love to see that again in Chicago. Might just take a couple years of him playing with Ben Johnson for him to really, really figure it out and to lock the damn in. It can be something that we see here soon where Caleb Williams continues to trend. Caleb Williams continues to ascend up the QB ranks, and the national media is starting to really flip positively for the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams. Where is DJ Moore, and why is he suddenly disappearing from the offense? The last 4 games, here are his stats. DJ Moore is the highest paid offensive player. 4 of his last 5 games, 1 for -4 yards, 2 catches for 17 yards, 1 catch for 18 yards, 0 catches for 0 yards. Wow, DJ Moore. And I get it. He's not fully responsible for those stat lines. They got to call the plays for him. Caleb Williams got to get the ball to him. Yes. Those things could all be true. But right now, it's obvious that they don't see that he's really a factor for the Bears. And he's been a guy that I have felt is going to be someone that could be traded. The thing that's happening now is, what's his trade value? Because he's been MIA. Where's Waldo of the Chicago Bears offense? Can't find him anywhere. He's out there somewhere. Last week, he's just getting wrecked in the backfield. They need DJ Moore to get going. He has been overcome by Odunze being the number 1 wide receiver, but it doesn't mean he's not still a talented player. He is. And he needs to get right for the Bears to get going a little bit more on offense. Is this weekend a breakout game for DJ Moore? I don't know. The weather looks terrible. Hand up, the weather looks terrible. It feels like a big Kyle Monangai, DeAndre Swift game to me. Colston Loveland game to me. Wide receivers gonna have a hard time get going. Last time there was a cold weather game in Chicago, wide receivers had a ton of drops. They got to figure this stuff out. But I think it's a big running game this week. That's my guess. DJ Moore being MIA, $100 million man, we need him back. You need him making plays. I don't understand why he's not getting plays called up the middle of the field for him. I don't understand why he's not getting them in space. He's just not getting that stuff going right now. For whatever reason, the offense isn't calling plays for him. So it's telling me, too, that Ben Johnson kind of feels the same way I do, that they don't know what to do with him because they have nothing for him. The one guy who seems to be breaking out right now is Luther Burden III. That dude looks electric. You go ahead and put that ball in his hands, and he's going to make someone miss every single time because he's a stud. I think DJ Moore is still a stud. I think there's a value for him. It doesn't look that the future's all that bright for DJ Moore on this team. But that contract's going to be hard to trade. His production's been terrible, so his value's going to go down. It doesn't really look that great for him staying on the Bears, so what do? Who's going to make a move for him? Maybe he's a guy that can be pieced together with another first-round pick, and then you ship him off for a defensive end. I'm just saying. It looks like that's a spot the Bears need. What is one thing you're watching for in the Bears versus Browns game this weekend? Go ahead and comment below. If you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to Claws Up, Bear Down, where we lock into all things Chicago Bears football. I am your host, Claws. Thank you for watching. Go ahead, check out another video here. Check out a game vlog. Go ahead and watch a game vlog. Check out what it's actually like to be in the stadium at Soldier Field. It's a great place to experience a game. Thanks for watching. Claws Up, Bear Down, baby.